I had to make it through rush hour, trying to make it back home to you. I want to make sure that your dinner will be waiting for you. But when you get there, you just tell me you're not hungry at all. You said you'd rather read the paper and you don't want to talk. You like to think that I'm just crazy when I say that you've changed, but I'm convinced I know the problem. You don't love me the same. You're just going through the motions and you're not being fair. I've got my pride, I will not cry. Still I can't help but care. Hey! Oh, no. I'm not the kind of girl that you can let down and think that everything's okay. Boy, I am only human. I'm only human, yes. Oh, if you feel it in your heart and you understand me, stop right where you are. Everybody sing along with me. I need love. I need joy. I'm not your superwoman. Woo! I just wanted to open up with that song only because it was Karen's white birthday today, October 14th. Yes. Let's shout out to Karen White. Superwoman, darling. It's for my old school cats out there. Iconic. And it was also, I believe, Ashanti's birthday. So shouts out to Ashanti. You know, Concrete Rose, Chapter 2, Foolish. What else we got? I found loving. Break up to make up. I got this stone foaming in my bones. You need to come in my soul. I couldn't breathe if he ever said, get on my knees till they bloody red. See, I don't know if you get it yet. He's like a lighter to my cigarette. I never knew another human life would have a power to take over my cause. You're mine. Baby, 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 baby. Oh. Yes. Rain on me. Lord, won't you take this pain from me? Yeah, I mean, you know. So shouts out to those two ladies. Anyway, this is Married to Medicine. Okay. I was live tweeting during Married to Medicine tonight. I was up and I was available. And I was watching it. So here we go. Y'all know they do the first little interludes or whatever. Heavenly talked to was talking to her husband, and you know, they was talking about the trip to Miami. She overall felt like the trip was a very positive thing. I do as well. The doctor was right. You know, sometimes you do need to, everything comes from something. You know, we are not who we are because we just are, you know, who we are. I mean, you know, you obviously develop into a whole person, and your childhood has a lot to do with the person that you are today as an adult. So it was good that she went back. You know, she was telling him how hard it was for her to go through the whole thing, you know, with going to the house and dealing with her father's passing and stuff. And so, you know, it was hard. She was just like, you know, my dad was a good person. He was just hardly never home, you know, because he was in the army and everything. So it was definitely rough. And then when he passed away, you know, that was also rough. So, you know, Heavenly, you know, she's trying, child, but she's still gonna be heavenly at the end of the day. Some things are not gonna change, darling, and we'll see that later on in the episode. What else happened? Contessa, Lord, Contessa's really going through it. What a strong woman she is, I tell you. What the doctors did was that, you know, they got rid of her breast, they got rid of all her breast tissue, and she put, they put implants in. Because she was just like, you know, she basically, with her doing that, she lowered her chances of getting breast cancer. That was the whole point of her doing that. But, you know, she was just like, I have to have, you know, some kind of breast or whatever in and stuff. So I was just like, okay, I understand that. But my God, what a tough decision to make. But she was just like, you know, I lost my mama to cancer, and I will not allow my kids to lose me to cancer. That almost tore me up right there. I was just like, Lord. But, you know, with life in general, you know, you just never know what you're going to get. You know, you never know what condition you're going to be in before you leave this earth. None of us do. None of us know how we're going to leave this earth, you know. None of us know that. So that the unknown is very scary. But I guess, you know, to help prevent that, or to, you know, like prolong it from happening, we take these preventative measures and precautions and stuff. And, you know, so that's good. Shouts out to Contessa. What a strong woman she is. We meet somebody new named Dr. Jarrett. I didn't quite catch what doctor she was. I think she's a dentist. I think Dr. Jarrett. She's cute as a button. She's a black blonde like me. Black skin, blonde hair. And she's sickening. Dr. Jarrett is cute. I remember what was her name? What's her name? Denise. I think she came in through Toya. Everybody come through Toya, don't they? Well, Toya ain't got nothing else to do, but we'll get on that in a minute. But yeah, I think she's a dentist. But anyway, she came in with Mariah. Actually, Mariah went to Contessa's house to go and check on her. Shocking, right? I was just like, okay, that's interesting. Because I was watching Mariah's live video maybe like a week or so ago. And, you know, Mariah, she's definitely Team Toya. And I guess because Toya's had her back, she don't really want to say that Toya's being petty and annoying when it comes to the whole situation between her and Contessa. But she kind of slighted Contessa a little bit during the live. She was just like, well, you know, I don't know Contessa and all this kind of stuff. And because, you know, she was on Facebook Live, I believe, and people were saying how petty Toya is. But Mariah was just like, well, you know what, that's just Toya. I'm like, yeah, Mariah, I hear you, but that don't make it right. A crackhead is just a crackhead. That don't make it right. A drunk is just a drunk. That don't make it right. A shoplifter is a shoplifter. That don't make it right. A racist is a racist. That don't make it right. You know? So it was just interesting to see her come to see Contessa, because they I don't think they ever like filmed a scene together, but it was nice to see. We can go ahead and give Mariah Huck the Best Dressed award out of all the Married to Medicine ladies. Mariah, she never slips on her fashions. That woman looks good. She definitely does. Her body be on point. Them outfits, everything Mariah has on, I like. Everything Mariah wears, I like. So I'm just like, okay. I got an auntie. Shouts out to my Aunt Brenda. One of my mom's sisters. She be on point with her fashions and stuff too. And so, you know, I can kind of, you know, relate to that. Like, come on, sis. Come through, Mariah. Mariah Huckabee. Ain't nothing like good, sweet Southern Belle sweet tea. I tell you, Obviously, they have to keep water. But other than water, my gig, one thing I would never be able to give up, I don't think, is sweet tea. I just love it. I can't. I love my tea. Y'all can keep sodas. Y'all can keep juices. Y'all can keep all them other girls. But don't get rid of my sweet tea, please. Especially when I make it. You know, if you want something done right, you got to make it yourself. So it's real good. Anyway. So yeah, they talked or whatever. Contessa was just like, she was like, look, if I could go through childbirth again, I would, to not feel this kind of pain. I can only imagine. Because it's right here in her chest, so it's hard to sit up. It's hard to sit down. Using the bathroom, I'm sure is difficult. You can't lift nothing. You can't reach up. You can't reach down low. Like, child. It's a hassle, but my God, God bless her. And it was nice that they came over to see about Contessa. Okay, what else happened? Dr. Simone had a scene. The oldest son, he's back from college, Howard University. Shouts out to Howard University. You know, they're just sitting around like a family talking. Cecil, he asked Simone, he was just like, well, since I forgot the oldest son name, but he was just like, since we're all four here, you know, we need to let that house, you know, we'll still be at that house as well, but we need to, you know, be all here as a family and try to work things out. Simone was just like, it's clean over there where I'm at. I ain't got to worry about picking up after nobody, and it's quiet and it's peaceful. Simone was just like, well, Cecil was like, well, Simone, why is everything so negative when it comes to you? Why is it when I bring up positive time and happy time with the kids, you act like you don't want to be bothered and don't want to do it? Well, Cecil, because she don't. Y'all can't tell me Simone ain't a lesbian. You just can't. Allegedly. 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 That's just what Simone's just... That's just what Simone gives me. I don't know why. That's just what I just get. That Simone wants to dip into the lady pond and she hasn't already. I just do. I just get that vibe from her. But even if she don't want to dip in the lady pond, she's over the marriage. She's over Cecil. She don't want to do any work. She's just over it. She's tired. She wants her peace. Her kids are grown now. They can take care of themselves. She's done. She done clocked out. She's over it. She is over it. It's very interesting to me. And I know, you know, unfortunately, Jackie, she wasn't able to have kids and all that. And, you know, she obviously wanted kids. But it's almost like, I feel like each one of them, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, would each be happy if they had each other's lives. If their lives, like, flipped in a way. You know? Because it seems like Simone kind of got the mindset... you know, where they just want to, you know, just chill out and, you know, just kind of like a, Jackie's husband, what is his name? Curtis. Kind of like a Curtis. You know, and Jackie, you know, would love to have, you know, the boys there and, you know, spending more time together working. I don't know. I don't know. It's not exactly the same, but it somewhat is. Y'all see what I'm trying to say? Hope so. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, Simone just don't want to be bothered. Well, she been looking at cats for so long, maybe she just... Okay, so I'm just gonna let that go. It's all a little legit. But yeah, Simone, I don't really like how you're so dismissive and negative, you know, like Cecil said. They got into the stupid argument about social media, and Michael was just like, okay, so you're arguing... One of y'all arguing, Cecil, you arguing at Simone because she be out of town with her friends on social media having fun. And Simone, you arguing at Cecil because he be in town on social media with his friends having fun. It's the same situation. Michael, their youngest son, is the one that's keeping them together, or even keeping them being bothered with each other. But just from what I see, it seems like Simone is checked out and Cecil's still trying to work on it. That's just what I see. That's just what it seemed like to me. We're going to move on. But Simone, welcome to the family. Hey, sis. I see you got on your doctor's jacket like you always do. Okay. So we're going to move on. What else happened, y'all? Toya and Eugene. Toya and Eugene takes the kids to go and see the new house. You know, they're working on it rapidly. Hell, they can Toya them house fixed quicker than they do a lot of businesses. Hell, they building a chicken place. So I guess similar to Lee's Chicken, KFC, whatever. They're building that across the street from me, and hell, that's taking forever. But hell, they can Toya them. Every single week we come back, they done added new things to Toya them house. So I don't know what's going on. They must be paying them a nasty penny. So anyway, that happened. And you know, the kids are cute. One looks like Eugene, one looks like Toya. They're talking, and there really wasn't much to the scene. The kids are cute. You know, it was talking back and forth to them, and you know, it's nice to be a homeowner. But I just don't understand this change so quickly. I know they're out of the red now. I know their taxes are paid and all that, which is amazing. But I would think that you would want to make sure that you're good for like a few years before you go out and make another big step, like building a house with 2-story closets, and it's 4 people but 14 bathrooms and 27 bedrooms. And I don't know. It just seems like they don't make good money decisions to me. But I don't know them people personally. I don't know the people's finances. They in a way different tax bracket than I am. Well, Eugene is. Me and Toya probably in the same tax bracket. But yeah, Eugene's in a different tax bracket than me. And so, you know, I don't know them people's money. But I'm just saying, seeing as how the world just saw y'all got out of the red, and then you about to get back in the red, it just, black folks, I don't know. I feel like we get excited, we get 2 quarters to rub together, and we lose it, child. We don't want to go to no more rent parties, Toya, y'all. So we wish y'all the best on everything. We really do. My God. But Toya, you still ain't filled out the Burger King application. I told you be a manager at Burger King or be a manager somewhere because you like to be in charge of people. I think she'll be good at that. Give her a little job, something to do so she can stay out of people's business and stop being messy. That's all Toya needs, is something else to do. Because she's bored. Because if you tired and exhausted from working your job, working with people, dealing with BS all day, you know, when you're mentally and physically exhausted, you don't have time for drama. You don't have time for other people's mess, and you don't have time to be up in other people's business. So give her something else to do. She ain't got enough to do. I'm telling y'all to work. And I'm serious. I'm telling y'all it will work. Somebody put the link in the comment section. I'm going to have to tag Toya. The link I want you to put down there is the Burger King application. Put that down now. Yeah. So you need to find something else to do. So I'll be tired as hell from my job. I work damn 40 plus hours a week, 10 hours each damn day. So I ain't got time. I love you, but I ain't got time. You got to send it to a text message. You're gonna have to text me, and on my days off I'll text you back. I ain't got nothing for you. I don't. So anyway, what else is happening? I don't think nothing else happened besides the fact that we could just get straight to this. Jared, the new girl on there, the black blonde, she is having a housewarming party. Of course, she invited all the ladies. Everybody shows up. Mariah snatching that lime green, everything. She brought Aiden. Dr. Heavenly bought Damon. Simone brought Cecil. Toya was there by herself because Eugene, he had to work. Who else? Jackie bought Curtis. And Quad arrived there by herself. So, you know, as soon as they sat down, Toya was just like, oh, hey, Quad, child. This is like the second time we done seen you this month. One thing I've noticed with Toya, since I'm talking about it, Toya just is one of those people that she has a knack for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. She just says stuff. She don't really think about it when she says it. And, you know, there's some people just like that. You know, they don't mean any harm, but they just say stuff without... It's just inappropriate. It's the wrong time. She seems like she don't take hints. She'd be like if you like hit Toya up underneath the table to be like, be quiet, don't say that. She'd be like, why you hit me? You don't want me to talk about the fact that she's sleeping with her husband? She's that kind of girl. Or that kind of person, I'll say. It's not just with women, it's with men too. She gives me that. She does. I don't know, for some reason. I don't think she really means any harm all the time, but it just comes off wrong. You know, it's just like, oh, girl, please. So, you know, Quad was already irritated. Quad told Toya to relax. I screamed. I was like, Quad, you know you a mess. You can tell when Toya means harm and when she don't. I don't think she meant any harm by, you know, her saying that. And Simone and Mariah was talking at the punch bowl. And it was just like, yeah, like, you know, why is you taking it that way? Mariah has said some slick shade about Simone's outfit. To my, yes, Simone. I love it. Got the legs out. I love it. That's sexy. That's wrong. And I love it. I hollered. Simone's just not that girl. She trying though. She trying though. She could at least oil them legs up, or them knees up. But I get it, Simone. So anyway, you know, they were, you know, talking on the couch, conversing and everything. Was there something else that happened on the couch? You know, it was just hella awkward and it's just weird. So anyway, let me think. Okay, it transferred to be outside. Everybody sitting outside talking. Cecil was, well, okay, what happened first was that Heavenly Heavenly sat beside Cecil, and Simone was just like, oh, you can sit beside my husband. And then Heavenly was just like, okay. And then Simone was like, well, why don't you tell Cecil what you said? And Dr. Heavenly basically said what she said to Simone in Miami, that she felt like if she slept with her husband more, you know, gave him sex and the respect he deserves, their marriage will be fine and work out better. And which, to a certain degree, I agree with that. But for some things, if things are dead, they're dead. And you can't make nobody want each other, you know. It's similar to the whole Quad and Dr. G thing. And earlier in the episode, Quad had a scene with her aunt and her mom. They're beautiful. It was a nice scene to see. Quad want to film with everybody but the ladies, don't she? And I'm just kind of, I feel bad for Quad, but I'm kind of sick of the tears. Ain't that awful to say? It's the blonde hair, I tell you. But yeah, I'm kind of sick of the tears because I feel like Quad is not fully owning her part in the demise of this divorce. It's all Dr. G. It's all Dr. G. And I just don't think that's fair, and I just don't think that's correct, and I just don't think that's accurate to just put all this on this man. He's not there. We've been watching the show, and I guess there's one reason why everybody's not as, you know, hug Quad like she want them to be, because we kind of all saw this coming, unfortunately. For the past, what, 2-3 seasons? We kind of seen this happening, sis. I mean, it is what it is. You got with him for a certain reason. He got with you for a certain reason. just chug up the deuces. We tried, and you know, there you go. That's it. The quad just so testy. Can't nobody ask her no question. It's just like, girl, this is a show. What else they gonna talk about? Come on. So, you know, they sat around and, you know, they was just like, well, you know, I agree with that. But, you know, Cecil was like, well, I agree with that to a certain extent, but it's not, you know, the entire thing. Which is not. And everybody's situation's similar, but it's different. The details are different. So then Toya came out there. She went to go squeeze right in between Heavenly and Cecil. And then Curtis got up, because y'all know the whole thing what happened either last year or the year before that, when Cecil pulled Toya in his lap. But she stayed there. But then she made it such a big deal about it being inappropriate. But you like that lap. I would like it. We're not going to sit up here and act like you ain't like Curtis. I mean, you know, Curtis pulled Toya in the lap. Curtis looked like he got him. At least that big. At least. That's what they say. That's what Jackie didn't want to leave that man. Oh, Playboy. Y'all not gonna turn this review into no XX rated shit. Y'all don't do that. So anyway, so yeah, that happened. He got up and left. What happened then? Aiden just randomly, Mariah's Aiden asked, so where Greg at? Quad just looked at him. Why is everybody asking me about Greg? He might be in the hotel, Aiden. I don't know where Greg at. Mariah was just like, Aiden, honey. This is another example of he didn't mean any harm. He just said the wrong thing at the wrong time. Aiden don't... for the most part, out of all the husbands, I feel like Aiden is probably the less... Even though Mariah's shady as hell, I don't think Aiden is. He just don't give me that. You know, he's just, you know... Maybe he is, low-key, hell. But I don't think he is. And he ain't mean no harm by that. I didn't take it as him meaning no harm. But Quad meant, you know, she took it as shade and was irritated by it. And I was just like, God, Quad, just get the hell off the show then. Shit, can't nobody talk to you. Can't nobody ask you no questions. Just get off the show. I love Miss Quad with every fiber of my being. But we tired of the act. We is. The show is called Married to Medicine. It's about couples getting together and breaking up and getting back together again. Oh God, it's so good. Thank you, Jesus. So yeah, it's just it's a little crazy to me. It doesn't make sense. So Aiden ended up leaving. Pretty much the guys left, and all the ladies were still out there. You know, Quad, she started to talk a little bit about, you know, the fact that she is the rock in her family, so she tries to hold it all together. Mariah interrupted her. She did. And it was just like, Quad, we are the rocks in our family. But I feel like you just not being honest. And Quad was just like, well, thanks to Mariah, we're going to have to find out next week on what I truly am going through, since the ladies asked me what I'm going through. You took it a little too far, Quad. You still could have said something. Mariah was rude for interrupting you. And yes, she was trying to create a moment. But you still could have said what you really wanted to say. But, you know, you take any little thing and just drop. You know, you use any little reason to get out of what you really... Of the real shit. You take any little reason to get out of your truth. Any reason. And you use that, and then that just shuts you down again, because you didn't want to tell them really anything anyway. And in normal day life, I do get it, and I do understand. I don't understand what she's going through, because I'm not married, and I don't want to be married. But I do understand her frustration. And, you know, everybody has different ways of dealing with things. And not wanting to open up. I completely get that. I mean, sis, I don't know what to tell you. It's a reality show. Like, It's kind of in the job description. It's kind of on the application, that paper application y'all get at the bottom. The little details that they be at the bottom of that paper. It's down there. So I don't know. So they end up getting into it. Mariah tried to get Heavenly on her side. It was just like, hey, do you think that I was being mean? Phone almost dropped. Do you think that I was being mean or whatever? Dr. Heavenly was just like, you have some valid points. And probably a lot of the ladies low-key feel how Mariah feels. But, you know, once again, it's about timing and you know, the correct timing, the way you say things. All that comes up, plays a factor. And she was just like, Mariah, you have some valid points, but, you know, you did kind of cut her off. Then Mariah was quiet. But then nothing really got solved after that. You know? So, that was it, y'all. That's pretty much the ending of it. Did I miss anything? Let me see. I don't think I missed anything. That was pretty much it. It was a pretty... That had some boring parts in this episode, but for the most part, it was okay. You know, it got really... It started to pick up, you know, as it went on. So, you know, it was interesting. Next week, Toya and Quad gonna go back and forth at each other. It's interesting. Quad seems to be the most irritated with Toya. And, of course, we know Mariah and Quad's history. So she don't even want to deal with Mariah no more. So for those two, you know, Quad just don't see it for her. She don't want to talk to them. She don't want to hear anything they have to say, etc. I don't know. I feel like it's a history thing. Maybe she just has more respect for the other ladies than she do them. Maybe she just feel like they're just the most messy. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows what Miss Quad thinking, but we gonna see, child. But apparently she said the divorce papers are signed, sealed, and delivered. So we're gonna see how that works out, child. It's unfortunate, but I mean, hey. Some things, you know, you can see through grass with, you know. Some lenses you can see through grass. That's all I'm gonna say. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld Instagram and Twitter, at ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on PayPal. Send me my coins. You know, I would appreciate it, darling. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe on my social media, most of it in the bar below. Hit that that bell so y'all get notified when I upload a video. And, you know, I'll see you guys soon, child, with more videos. Stay tuned. Share.